John, we have seen you play such a variety of roles, but I don't think we've seen you quite like this. How was that part of your wanting to do this production? I mean, the character that you play.
Yeah, it was. I wanted to do it because I'd never played anybody like this before. I could see the conflicts within him. The fact that he likes to control everything and be in charge of everything, but doesn't really want much to do with human beings, but he's crying out desperately for other human contact.
He's a survivalist as well. He's put a lot of thought into this for many years.
Probably too much thought, let's say.
What's your approach? I mean, are you a ready-to-go kind of guy? Have you got a to-go bag in case of emergency?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah?
I do, if I know there's a hurricane out in the Gulf, then I've got enough water, but I'll start putting stuff together and what we need to do and maps, flashlights. But if we have a tornado, I don't have a basement, so I don't have anywhere to go. But I wouldn't be much of a survivalist. I don't know how to skin and eat a dog or anything like that, or whatever, we eat rats.
You'd probably need Mary Elizabeth's character, right?
Yeah, I'd need that or room service from this fine hotel.
That could work too.
Yeah.
You play a character that really does get thrown through the ringer, and she's got to fight for her survival.
Yes.
Are you a survivalist? I mean, if you were in that kind of situation, how would you respond?
It's not something I've really thought about that much before, which I guess kind of shows that I'm probably not.
You don't have a to-go bag?
I don't have a to-go bag. I'm not a prepper. I think my attitude, anytime I've been in I haven't really been in many true near-death experiences, but anytime, if you have that moment when you're on a plane and it starts getting really rocky and the thing kind of flashes through your head, I'm always just like, man, all right, I guess this is it. I don't really get that scared or worried. It's just sort of one of those, all right, this is how I'm going. I guess this is how I'm going.
That'll probably help you though if you calm.
I guess, yeah. I tend to be pretty calm in those situations. So I don't know. Maybe if something like this were to actually happen to me, there'd be a survivalist instinct that would kick in somewhere. I hope. That would be nice, but who knows.
Dan, this film, there was a lot of secrecy around it, and in this day and age of Twitter and social media, I mean, was that pretty hard for you to keep quiet and keep under wraps?
It was. I'm actually very active on Twitter, and I love talking about movies, and especially with my friends and family, and finally making a movie was so exciting and so heartbreaking for me that I couldn't actually talk to them about the movie that I made. But I think that it will just be that much more rewarding and exciting for all of them to finally see this thing and have it unfold the way it was intended to unfold.
It's exciting because it makes me think of Neil Blomkamp, the South African-born director who made the Halo film, and then that trajectory with Peter Jackson supporting him. You have JJ Abrams here.
Right.
How incredible, does it blow your mind to think that you've got something? I mean, it feels like you've got to have somebody on your side like that.
It blew my mind. I was a huge fan of his for so long. Specifically his, I loved all his filmmaking. I love the way he makes movies. And I learned so much from him making the movie, not just filmmaking-wise, but also he's just a really good man, and his company is so well run, and I learned so much about all of being a leader, being a real leader from him.
Even though he was busy making The Force Awakens He was busy making
Star Wars, but what was magical was he was somewhere on Jakku watching our dailies and still managed to get in touch with me.
Amazing. So.